Hey guys, what's up? So today is my day off. I do a lot of running around doing some errands. I went to the gym earlier and I'm going to do today's little video about grocery shopping. I did videos before about going to Aldi's, going to Trader Joe's, different places like that, and even going to food pantries. I'm what you consider the working poor because I work about 32 hours a week, not full-time fully, but a little bit better than part-time, and I make too much to qualify for food stamps. So I have to budget, and it's always good to budget, even if you have it like that. So one of the things that I like a lot of different waters. Yes, I'm one of those boutique water drinkers. So let me take this off because it's hot. What I do, I try to find the best deals, and I gotta say, I haven't shopped at Harris Teeter in a while, and I forgot how good they are. They actually have some of the same brands that I've seen at like Safeway with Simple Truth, and they have their own private label. So I had got 12 pack of these for like $4. Passion fruit sparkling water, no sweeteners, calorie, or sodium. So to avoid drinking soda, because it has high fructose corn syrup, and you get tired of the little mix-ins for water, you can get seltzer water, sparkling water, different flavors, kind of mix it up.
To help you understand what it's actually worth. Then they auction it to their network of professional buyers. Get more for your
That's good. All right. So I like to drink non-dairy milk. These were 2 for $1. I like to get the gallons or half gallons, but it's also good to have shelf stable milk. Really good for baking, really good for smoothies, for lattes, just really good to have on hand. I love Late July. I like the jalapeno lime chips, but these nacho cheese are really good, non-GMO. I prefer to not eat processed food. You know, I had McDonald's earlier. It was the only thing that was open, and I had to run in for a meeting, so I had the little hotcakes and sausage. So I'm not perfect, but I do try. Cinnamon applesauce. Applesauce is really good for baking. Really makes like carrot cake and different breads and stuff moist, and I'm going to be doing a lot of baking. I like to have sweet stuff, but I don't like too sweet stuff. So things like donuts and most of the pastries at a lot of bakeries, they're just way too sweet. Or the vegan stuff, it's just way too dry. You gotta find a happy medium. I like fresh fruit, but it's always good for a time when you're tired and you just don't feel like cooking, or a lot of times if you work a lot, your fruit goes bad. So crushed pineapple was $1 and 100% pineapple juice. So I like to get stuff like that actually will go good if I wanted to make like an upside down pineapple cake. Coconut milk yogurt. I usually get the almond milk by Silk, but this was on sale for like $4. So unsweetened vanilla, really good. I like to have fresh fruit with that or cereal, We'll get to my seasonings next. Speaking of smoothies, this whole bag of mixed fruit, strawberries, mango, pineapples, peaches, and grapes, $9. So probably a little bit cheaper than if I would have bought all the individual fruit, and I don't have to worry about it going bad. I hate to waste food. And in the morning, a smoothie is excellent. Get you going. Speaking of baking, coconut flakes. I already have almonds and chocolate chips, and I have pure vanilla. Do not get imitation vanilla. Spend a few bucks, get the pure stuff. It's worth it. I usually make my own salsa, but again, you have to think of convenience. I spent a lot of money. I actually spent like $26 at a pizza place today, and it was not worth it. It was not. I shouldn't have spent $14 for their wings. I thought they were going to be buffalo wings. They had no buffalo sauce whatsoever. They were just like crunchy little fried wings. So you live and you learn. Pineapple habanero salsa, to go with those chips. It's always good to have stuff to snack on because yesterday I was so hungry, I was so tired when I got home that I just didn't feel like cooking anything. I was just gonna eat cereal. And unfortunately, the cereal that I got it from a food pantry. It had already expired months ago. So just if you do go to a food pantry, check to make sure it's not expired. You know, not being ungrateful, because food pantries do serve a huge need, especially during COVID. You had everybody going to food pantries. I lived in California, that's where I'm from, and there are like lines, like drive-through pantries, and people were like lined up for a long time to get food. So there's no shame in that. There's no shame with living within your means and utilizing the resources that are out here, because food is expensive. Everything that I'm showing you, I spent $90. The most expensive thing was a cookie sheet, which was $9, and my seasonings, which I'm going to get to, a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. Gotta have the correct seasoning for your food. Oh, and I brought baking stuff like parchment paper. I'm not a big fan of aluminum foil, but I had to get some plastic wrap. Stuff you can get at a dollar store too, but Harris Teeter's like $2, not too bad. Aluminum foil. I do need a pitcher because I like to make different teas and drink them, but I was not paying $10 for a pitcher. I'm going to Dollar Tree tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to show you my cookie sheet. Good cook cookie sheet. Going to be making lots of cookies and different breads and biscuits. Oh yeah, so figured might as well get some yeast. That way I don't have to wait too long to proof my dough. Still gotta get fresh fruit. Mangoes 2 for $1. They're not ripe. Leave them on the counter. A few days they'll be ripe. I already have parsley. Gotta have fresh cilantro. So with herbs, I like to definitely get those fresh, better tasting. I like Myers lemons. Couldn't afford them. Got the regular lemons. They were like 2 for $1. So I'll definitely make some good lemon pepper salmon. Definitely make some good iced tea with some lemons. Got some limes. See, I really could have just made my own salsa, but it's just good to have different stuff on hand. So my limes will come in handy as well. I love water with fresh lemon or fresh lime. Cucumbers is good too. This was $1.99. Passion fruit juice. No high fructose corn syrup. 25% juice. That's good enough for me. Oats. Oatmeal. I like to have fancy oatmeal. So that's why I like to put cranberries or walnuts or coconut flakes, chocolate chips, maple syrup, brown sugar, cinnamon. Oats are very good for baking as well. So these are 100% whole grain oats. Good to just get the whole pack versus those little packets. You don't have to get organic cereal. I like Cascadian Farms and Kashi, but this was $4 and it's honey nut toasted oats, natural. So this is good. I like to eat cereal at night. A little brown sugar, some oat milk. That's good in the morning too. Of course, like most people, I left my grocery bags at home, so I had to buy some. And I even have a little shopping cart, because I live within close proximity to several grocery stores, so that's such a blessing. You know, some places are what you call food deserts, where you don't have access to fresh fruit or fresh vegetables. And I don't live that far from a farmer's market. When I lived in DC, in Baltimore, I love the farmer's market. I love, and even in California, of course, I love to support, you know, local farmers, get fresh produce. Let me show you my seasonings. This would cost me a couple bucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm just remembering my smoked paprika is getting ready to expire, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. So turmeric. Turmeric is a must. It's good for digestion. Nutmeg. This was like $4. Well, this was like $4, almost $4 too, but worth it. Especially for your curry. Make some good curry. Nutmeg. I have a lot of sweet potatoes, so I'm thinking of doing little sweet potato pie. I actually have these almond flour cookies. They taste a little dry, but they'll make a good crust. So I'm going to melt some butter, make that into a crust, and cook the sweet potatoes. And I actually read a good tip online where someone was saying bake the sweet potatoes to make the sweet potato pie versus boiling them. Gives it a better texture, so we're going to try that out. Dried oregano. Dried oregano is okay. I like to have my parsley and my cilantro fresh. Cumin. Cumin is essential, especially for beans. I have different canned beans, and I like to get the bag of dried beans as well. Ginger. Gotta have ginger. Ginger, I love to put it in my tea. I can put it in my coffee. I like to have lemon, so you can do a lemon ginger. If you want to make your own kind of stir-fry sauce, having ginger and brown sugar goes a long way. And that's everything. So shopping food is very expensive. So let's add up. The baking pan was, let's see, $9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This was easily $4. That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So out of the $90 that I spent, well, I saved $11 being a Harris Teeter member. So out of that $90, about $30 was spent on stuff that I need that's gonna last. So theoretically, I spent about $60 on groceries, and as you can see, I didn't get a whole lot, but the quality is there. This was $9. This was $4. This was both of these for $4. This was $4. This was a sale, so that just goes to show you how fast money it can add up for food. But everything that I brought is like to help enhance the flavor of all the stuff I already have. I have tons of different rice, I have tons of different pasta, and I have so much fresh vegetables. Which, speaking of which, starting tonight and tomorrow is my cook-a-thon. I like to take 2 days to cook enough food for a week. Last Sunday, I had made so much food that it lasts me throughout the week. I still have a little bit of my chicken soup, I still have my squash, and I still have some potatoes. So I think tonight I'm just gonna take it light, have a little smoothie, maybe have some cereal, and I definitely have some baking to do. And this water is actually good. It was not even cold, so imagine ice cold. So I try to get different, flavors, to kind of enhance. You can live pretty good on a budget. You just gotta season your food. So, speaking of which, I gotta remember, well, I didn't plan on going to the grocery store, but it just happened that way, and I'm kind of glad. Because after spending it all, I spent $30 today eating out. It's like, what? When that's like half of the grocery bill of what I spent here. Excuse me. I don't really eat a lot of meat. I already have a lot of meat. And so one of the things that I like to do with my children, my 2 daughters, because I do have children, is to help them eat healthy. And I like to bake. I love baking. I love cooking in general, but I really love baking. It's really fun. That's what I'm thinking about, maybe working for a bakery, a real bakery, that actually bakes their stuff, not just get stuff from Costco or shipped in from other vendors and pass it off as their own. I'm just saying. And I like to cook. So, I don't know. The thing I don't like about working in restaurants, if you work in a restaurant as a cook, it's tiring, unless you're making a variety of dishes, it can be very tiring making the same old things, and you're on your feet a lot, and you're depending upon your preps to do what they need to do. There's just a lot of factors. So, in some of the places that I've had experience working in, people's hygiene, no, absolutely not. Coming to work, dirty clothes, poor hygiene, don't want to clean dishes. Oh my God, No. I run my kitchen like a very tight ship, meaning it was so busy at work the other day that despite it being nonstop busy, I still managed to FIFO the line, which is first in, first out, wash all my dishes, took out all the trash, swept. And some people can't even do the basics. But it's not even busy. So, let me show you my little sauce.
A local office of the Homer and Downing Trucking Company was robbed tonight. Several $1,000 taken from the office safe by apparently broke into the building about
this lovely sauce. This is kind of like a salsa itself. Why is it wet? Hope it's not leaking. Let me smell it. Make sure it's still fresh. It should be. Yeah, it's still fresh. So it's tomatoes, parsley, onion, garlic, celery, and some chicken stock. I put it in a blender. Voila. Yeah, I'm gonna make this tonight actually. And there she goes. So this is really good. I can use some of this to cook my rice in and some of it to cook my beans in, especially dry beans. You know, you want to have that flavor. So I like to make a lot of different sauces and roux. Comes in handy. Alright, and I have a ton of fresh produce that I want to use because I don't want it to go bad. So that is how I'm able to make fancy little meals, you know, off of a budget. And you know, my family does like to eat out. We eat out a few times a week. Gotta, you know, have a little bit of variety, but I still try to instill in them good eating habits. That's why I look so young. So good. I'm a fan of that right there. So let me go ahead and get started. I got some work to do. You guys have a great day. But just remember, these are tips that anybody can use. I make these videos because I'm a positive person, and you'd be surprised the hell that I go through in my life, my personal life. But I don't let it get to me. You know, I know that there's more to life and that things do get better. So have a great day. And don't let anybody steal your joy. You deserve to be happy.